You come back, it's a whole new coaching staff. Is that exciting for you, nerve-wracking, since these people really haven't seen you play?
It is exciting, but I do appreciate all that the coaching staff before this now has done for me in terms of my process and getting into the bigs and just handling all the situations and the learning experience that they were able to pass on to me, and it's an exciting moment, to be able to come in and see a lot of fresh faces. It brings a lot of energy, and we're gonna run with it.
How important was it for you to get that first taste out of the majors? First taste of being in the majors.
I think it was pretty important. You get the nerves out. You get to see a lot of the guys that you'll be facing in the future early, and you get to almost study on them too, and be able to learn from what I was able to do with them. Whether I have my success or my failures, and go from there.
When Mike took over, he sent out a letter to the season ticket holders, and he mentioned a few players that he thought the team could build around, and you were one of them. Has he expressed that thought to you, how important you are to the future of the team?
Yeah, it was mentioned to me, and just not to put pressure on me, and just to continue to do what I do, which is play hard, play fast, and bring what I bring to the table.
Cedric, you got to, kind of soak some things in from Adam Jones. How much did he tell you when, just coming up and playing center field as well, and then, getting to do some of the things that he did at once upon a time too?
Well, it's funny. One of the first things he ever told me was, just continue to smile. Everyone loves the positive attitude, and with a team, they can feed off of that energy. Whether you're on a good run or not, and all that followed up, just off of that information, just it's a lot to take in, but over time, you process as well.
Did anything surprise you in your major league experience this past year? Anything that you said, boy, I wasn't ready for that?
I don't necessarily think so in that sense. I just think, being that it felt like such a surreal moment for me, working, all my entire life to get to this point and to continue to push to, stay on the field as long as I possibly can. It felt like I was playing the game of baseball, something I've been doing since, I was 4.
Cedric, is there an excitement level as a group with the young outfielders? You made it up already. DJ, Austin's been in the bigs. Diaz, McKenna, we could probably go on and name a few more. That's a good group. I mean, do you feel like you guys could really make an impact over the next few years?
Yeah, and the beauty of it is that we have a lot of history together, and that when we get on the field, there's a synergy there. And we know each other out on the field, we communicate well, and so all that's going to, come together in the end.
What is that like for a player when you know those guys and you like each other so much, but in a sense you're also competing for playing time? I mean, there's a lot going on there.
We're always pulling for each other. It's funny that people talk about that all the time, but I've never spoken bad or even thought negative about any of my teammates. And even if we're competing against each other, we're still on a team. I want him to succeed just as much as I want my success.
Are all those guys major leaguers in your mind?
Absolutely. Yeah, I feel like they're major league ready, and it's just the experience that everyone has to go through to adjust to it.
Cedric, how do you feel you are capable of filling out or playing an entire season without injury at this point?
I'm confident in it. Honestly, I've done a lot of research and talked to a lot of people on how to maintain your body over the course of a season, and it's just a matter of sticking to your routine. Talking to guys like Adam Jones and getting into contact with people that he's worked with, and just getting all that feedback to prevent myself from having injury.
Cedric, you also are filling in for a leadoff role, and everyone always talks about how the Orioles really haven't had that prototypical leadoff guy since Brian Roberts. How much do you feel like you can fill into that role?
I've been a leadoff guy my whole life, so it's just a matter of doing what I do out on the field, and because nothing changes. It's not like I'm going from 4-hole to learn how to be a leadoff. I've always been a leadoff guy, and there's some things that I will have to continue to progress with, but other than that, it's the same approach.